What is the process for certifying my watch with COSC and how much does it cost? If you are curious about how to certify your watch with the Contrôle Officiel Suisse des Chronomètres, or COSC, you are in the right place. Let's break down the steps involved in this process and the associated costs. First, the journey begins with submission. Watch manufacturers need to send either uncased movements or fully assembled watches to COSC for testing. It is important that these movements are complete and ready for evaluation. Once COSC receives the movements, they verify the serial numbers against the documentation provided by the manufacturer. After this, the movements are placed in trays and wound manually. Automatic winding mechanisms are disengaged to prevent wear during testing. Next, the movements undergo a stabilization phase. They are kept at a controlled temperature of 23 degrees Celsius, plus or minus 1 degree Celsius, for at least 12 hours. This ensures that the movements are stable before the actual testing begins. The core testing period lasts approximately 15 days for wristwatches. During this time, the movements are tested daily in 5 different positions, such as dial up and dial down. They are also tested at 3 different temperatures, 8 degrees Celsius, 23 degrees Celsius, and 38 degrees Celsius. Each day, including weekends, the movements are measured to assess their timekeeping performance. COSC applies 7 strict criteria based on International Organization for Standardization 3159 standards. These criteria include the average daily rate, which must be between -4 and +6 seconds per day. Other criteria evaluate consistency over time, variations in rate, and how the movement reacts to temperature changes. If a movement meets all these criteria, it receives an official COSC chronometer certificate with a unique serial number. The watch brand can then proudly label the watch as a chronometer, often engraved on the dial or case. Now, let's talk about the cost of COSC certification. The fee varies depending on the quantity of movements submitted and the agreement between the manufacturer and COSC. Generally, the cost per movement or watch ranges from approximately 100 to 200 Swiss francs. This fee covers the extensive testing, labor, and certification paperwork. For individual watch owners, direct certification is uncommon. The process is typically handled by manufacturers during production. In practical terms, COSC certification is a mark of high precision. It is often used by luxury watch brands to showcase superior timekeeping. The rigorous process requires specialized equipment and skilled technicians, making certified watches highly valued among collectors and enthusiasts. Some brands even perform additional in-house testing beyond COSC standards for even greater precision. So, if you are considering certification for your watch, remember that it involves a detailed process of testing and evaluation, with costs primarily borne by manufacturers.